let's talk about Ozempic taking y'all's bones.
Oh,
What's it, robbing your marrow?
Robbery.
Wow.
robbing you
Yeah,
of your
so listen.
marrow.
We're gonna go ahead and slide this up a little bit lighter, all right? But not really. Because listen, so a lot of people have been taking Ozempic. All of a sudden you see them go from to real quick. That's that Ozempic, baby.
Do that again. I got you zoomed in.
Like that. That's what it is.
You can check out the other part on OnlyFans. There you go.
Wow. I couldn't even see
Damn.
myself because I was looking at the other screen.
Oh, hey, that's you did it.
Well, you asked me to do it again. You know what? I can't.
Right.
Anyways,
Pause. Playing day.
I'm sorry. I've seen so many fish faces. That's all I thought about was the fish. And this is I know a year ago this face was fatter, but I ain't been Ozempic it. I just been in the gym.
oh no, Joe, don't do me like that. You better not do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's
Don't
too
do
late. You done. So all I gotta do is
Wow.
rewind it. They gonna
I'ma
put you
cut
on
that.
slow mo
Oh nah.
with the
Damn.
teeth suck in.
So
But let's go. Let's keep going.
Ozempic and Wegovy, according to 150,000 patients, they found that some of them had a higher risk of bone and tendon related injuries, raising concern about long-term use. Now, like we talked about this, right? We talked about the longevity of this. People don't know how long you've been on it. What are the actual long-term effects of this? Well, we're starting to see it over a 5-year period, right? There's a there's a risk of osteoporosis and nearly 30%. And gout increased by 12%. Listen, I don't know about you.
Damn, you
That was
like you
enough-
get gout. Like
I
that's what you
I
try
don't
not.
want
That's
nothing
what
to
you
do.
try not to get when you like diabetes wise. If you're gonna have an increased chance of getting gout, it's not worth it.
I don't want
Crazy.
to
For
do
those
that.
of you who don't know what gout is, usually is it's part of like your feet where it comes to having extreme pain where you won't be able to walk or anything like that. Think of it as like arthritis, but like worse. Almost having like an episode of joint pain. Same
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
And I've
And
seen
you-
gout take out plenty of people where you see them, they'd be walking and all of a sudden, and, hey man, hey, what happened? I thought you were walking in the mall or whatever. And I got the gout, man. I was done for 2 weeks. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And you know these slim cut Ozempians, they like to wear heels now. So I don't know what that's gonna look like leaving the concert. Or that good old that left swipe or right swiping right on that nice looking lady with the look. You go home and you shatter
that
her
look?
pelvic bone.
What's that look again?
You go and you shatter her pelvic bone. And you can't understand why you literally done broke her apart. You like, what the hell is she gonna be talking about in the group chat? Girl, he dislocated my shoulder. And I got the gout.
Yeah, Joe, you right, because if they making all that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, they've been eating too much damn jelly. And that leads to gout. That's what we're talking about right there. That inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
I'm showing some of these comments. Like this person said
You
they work
gonna
in a
show the
hospital. They said I see them patients admitted for pancreatitis, small bowel obstruction, gastroparesis, and vomiting, nausea. And a lot of people are just like, hey, you need to work out, need protein. I mean, well, yeah, but isn't like osteoporosis still higher in certain people genetically and stuff like that too? Like
Well, yeah,
some people
but
are
I mean-
like, predisposed, like you already was on the potential list, and then you
But
took
why
this, and you
increase
was
it though?
bam, yeah, you
You
know what I mean?
understand? So, as large cardiovascular outcomes come from this in diabetes trials with semaglutide, right? Which is Ozempic, if you want to call it by its trade
all it
name.
That's all it is.
But it's shown to have a clear increase in fracture rates. What's a fracture rate? Have a hip and find out. You'll be set up for a couple months looking like you wearing a big old giant diaper. Right. So regulators in Europe and the UK have not issued specific bone toxicity warnings on the drug yet, but they're getting ready to. So that's what you already know, that UK is already You know, they're ahead of at least health for their people
Right.
than we are. But you know, a randomized trial in older, higher risk adults did find that semaglutide users had reduced bone mineral density at weight bearing sites. So that means like your lumbar spine, your hip, your tibia. You need all of that shit. I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
You kind of need that if you want to say you got to juke somebody and you got to get out of East Cleveland. You definitely need to have your hip bone in your thigh muscle or thigh bone. So those are turnover markers, and that suggests very vulnerable populations. Which populations you say? How about older populations, right? That have hip, thigh, those types of issues. And with aggressive weight loss, it kind of outpaces the skeleton's ability to adapt. So that's where I think that the main issue comes from.
Talking about some, yeah, I'm gonna break your back. Didn't know that you meant that literally. Now she's sitting there looking like a damn pretzel. You sitting there patting yourself on the back, not knowing it was the GLP-1 that did her ass.
This is perfect. That is perfect to segue into our next.
Yo, Jam Jones, Dame 2,